The Southern African Development Community prioritises fighting illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing to protect the region's people, waters and economies from the devastating impacts of illegal fishing. To achieve this, in 2023, a Regional Monitoring, Control and Surveillance Coordination Centre was established in Maputo, Mozambique. This long-awaited and historical milestone is the culmination of over 2 decades of regional commitments and efforts to improving cooperation and promoting responsible and sustainable use of fisheries resources in Southern Africa. Our priority is now to operationalise the regional centre so that through coordination and working together, we can strengthen our ability to ensure our resources are fished sustainably and contribute towards our growing blue economies. To sustain these commitments and support the next steps, the Regional Centre has engaged in a series of dialogues with our leaders and champions to share the voices of those driving the changes that we need to protect our fisheries and secure our common future.
We are privileged to host the Honourable Minister of Natural Resources and Climate Change in the Republic of Malawi, Honourable Dr. Owen Chomanika. Welcome to this interview, Honourable.
Thank you very much.
Honourable, Malawi has been a leader in terms of fisheries. In 2001, the Static Protocol on Fisheries was actually approved here in Malawi. And the following year, Malawi ratified this protocol. Why do you think is fisheries so cardinal to the people of Malawi and the region in general?
Generally, if you observe or you learn that the lake is 1/3 of our land mass.
Yes.
So already that is part and parcel of our life. Most of our livelihood depends on the lake. To some extent, we are also looking at how can we develop our people. And one of the elements of development is that lake. So fisheries is part of our business. We are supposed to put more effort in that, and we are committed to that. Why? Because you see, fish is a source of protein. The most proper protein is the lake, is in the lake.
Yes.
At the same time, you find that a bigger population relies on the lake for livelihood. So it's one of the elements that can also help our people to get out of poverty. And in elements where now we are dealing with inequalities, the lake is a source of trying to flatten the inequalities.
Despite the lake being important, I'm sure there could be challenges that you are facing as a country managing the fisheries resources.
We have a number of challenges in as far as fisheries is concerned. Mostly illegal fishing.
Yes.
Illegal fishing is the biggest problem because we have marked areas where we can be fishing. We have areas marked where we can let the species breed. But as it may be with people, some citizens would still cross the boundaries and go into areas where they're not supposed to fish, and some even fish in a season when they're not supposed to fish. So you put a season, this time let's allow the fish breed. Some will not accept that. Illegal fishing is the biggest challenge, and this is coming in a number of long timing. You find people coming to fish at a wrong time when it is not acceptable to do so, even using wrong materials. Some are using even mosquito nets.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, so they get into that place. It means by the time they use those small nets and mosquito nets, what it means is they are harvesting everything, even the small fishes.
I think that is one of the challenges most of all the inland countries are facing.
Yes.
And is this the reason why you have decided to pilot the monitoring systems on the lake?
The surveillance, the monitoring, control and surveillance system. That one is one of the reasons that provoked us to do is because we wanted to protect the lake from illegal fishing. And currently we have even gone further to have gadgets that are able to track what is on the lake. We have small gadgets. Our ambition is to make sure that we should be able to do a massive, proper tracking in order to survey what is happening on the lake. That's why surveillance is key. We have 20 gadgets on the lake, and we hope to improve more.
Exactly. Obviously, these initiatives are not cheap to run, and certain countries are talking about the establishment of the vessel register, which can help mobilize funds, for the member states, and then to utilize in the control of our natural resources.
If we don't control, we don't monitor, we don't survey, we might lose, and the fisheries will slide back and go down.
Now we again ratified the charter and the establishment of the Mountain Control and Surveillance Coordination Centre, which is based in Maputo. Why are you a champion to these initiatives that SADC is bringing on board?
It's no surprise. One reason is we rely on this lake. It forms part of the livelihood of many of our population. So to us, it's part of export. We send a lot of aquatic outputs from that lake. It's a tourist thing. Also, the lake itself, the fish itself, is also an element of tourism.
Yes.
So it's part of our income. So that's why we are committed. Any innovation, any protocol that makes us to improve in surveying, controlling, and monitoring the lake, we jump to affiliate ourselves to, because we know from the learning and the rest, we can also improve the surveillance on our lake. Cooperation is very key. You see, another thing why we need even neighbors and the cooperation from other countries is because this illegal fishing is not only done by our people. It's also done by other citizens from other countries.
Yes.
Now, if we don't cooperate,
yes,
it will be difficult.
Of course, because
and the lake has formed even boundaries with a number of countries. So we have no choice but to go for such cooperation. And where possible, we should lead. Yes, we will continue to lead, because it is our concern. It is something that is on our agenda as a country, to ensure that we are able to control and monitor and survey what is on the lake and fisheries. Because you see, demand and need for fish is high. And we feel that this is our God.
Yes.
And we can improve by allowing the lake to do fishing in an appropriate way. Now, the most appropriate way is when you are able to control. The most appropriate way is when you are able to survey and you are able to monitor what is happening there. That's why we are very committed, and moving forward, we are not going back. We are not relenting, and if others are not interested, no, we'll still try to motivate them to be interested, because this is what we feel it's necessary to us. Not only we feel, we know it's what is necessary to us, and it can also contribute heavily to our development as a country, as Malawi.
What other things the other member states can learn from Malawi as it regards to monitoring and control of our natural water resources?
I think it's first is to understand the significance that monitoring is not supposed just to be seen, to be talked about. It's something that we need to do and invest. Despite the financial challenges we might be facing, but it's also important to invest in that, and that's why we are able to belong to this protocol and make sure that we are able to invest, not only investing in gadgets, but investing in people.
Yes.
Put fully-fledged experts, one of your best, put them in charge of these things, so that you are able to monitor, you are able to do, and also learning. It's good to appreciate that countries should understand that we have different challenges, and by having different challenges, it means by experiencing different challenges, countries have devised different control measures. It's only when we cooperate that you can learn.
Yes.
And even you can learn from such cooperation. How are our friends doing somewhere? How are they? You do that, you exchange ideas, and you grow. It's great. You go distance by being together. So that's why we stress on the need and ensuring that countries can also learn from us. We have something to share, because to us, this monitoring and control and surveillance, it is one of our key activities as far as fisheries department and the ministry is concerned.
Exactly.
So even to prioritize it is something that countries can learn from us. To prioritize fisheries, it's something that people can learn. People have taken this as an agricultural activity, but now it's an economic and social activity.
Thank you very much, Honourable, for this time, for this
Thank you very
interview.
much.
We appreciate for your time. Thank you very much.